We're gonna keep it. It's fun.
Wait, hold on.
Is it cute?
It's adorable. Wait, hold on. I'm putting this on Instagram before Ashley comes in because this is awkward enough.
I had to make it nice and cheesy for you.
I'm dying.
Hi, Ashley. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're playing, aren't you?
I'm closing it out.
I was trying to figure out, I was like, is she looking at us at another screen? What did you do for your birthday?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing?
his birthday it is.
Shut up.
I like that she just gives it right back to you. I'm already a fan.
I'm usually not welcome because I'm mean to her all the time.
Anyway, thanks so much for joining us, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Be More podcast. I am Brittany.
I'm Maria. Sorry, I got a text and got distracted.
Technology.
I know. So today we have a very special guest, but before I introduce her, I promise
you didn't even say the most important part about the fact that it's her birthday. It's cool. We're just gonna
That's
override
besides
all
the
that.
point. The country's under a revolution right now. That's like me turning 27 is like that's like third in priority list. I'll keep this brief though. I just want to bring awareness again to the Black Lives Matter movement. I think it's just super important to provide like safe spaces and like awareness to the Black community to raise their voices and stuff. It's also super important to like call out all the racist bullshit either from yourself or to other people. And the last thing that's super important is to educate your fucking white friends. Like, I'm glad that the two people in front of me like provide me like a safe space to like talk about all this shit. So thank you both as always. And like last week, I'm probably just gonna put a link to all the resources, how to sign petitions and stuff. So yeah. That's all. If you want to add anything, go right ahead.
I mean, it's the same. It goes both ways, right? Like getting to talk to you keeps us in check and keeps us like staying aware of the fact of like it's one thing to recognize your own privilege, but it's another thing to actively do that and have conversations with people various people of color. So that's definitely been good for sure. And can we bring up something too where I still want to talk to Ashley, but this always becomes a part of the conversation. What I've seen so many things, two things that have bothered me massively. One of them is like, we talk about how like, don't judge other people for the way they get involved, but then like, or the way they talk about like the way they are engaging in what they're doing. And then I just see on like social media, people are just getting into massive fights. And I feel like there's a line to be drawn there because I just want to yell at you when you make a blatantly racist statement.
Okay.
But like, what are your thoughts on that?
On like yelling,
that like
yelling at people,
that like not being judgmental of the way that people are getting engaged and being a part of the process to make a change.
Well, I think
the people who aren't engaging in that part of it.
If you're silent, that's a different story. But I feel like it depends on who's interacting. Like if it's a white person versus a white person, or a white person of color, or like whoever. I think it depends on the individual, but like. Yeah. I think the most effective way to like deal with anything is just to say it within like 2 sentences and just leave it at that. Because anything more than like a paragraph, people are not gonna listen if they're not with you. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I've definitely seen more like escalated levels of anger happening between like white people on social media, which is like I think a good thing, but also like like a hand to forehead thing at the same time.
You guys all have white guilt. And that blinds a lot of people and try not to be guilty. Like the people that feel white guilt against the people that don't feel the white guilt, like you guys get heated. So try not to be heated about it and just like amplify the people, especially the Black communities.
I don't feel guilty that they're ignorant. That's not my fault. I'm just mad at you for getting in the way of the change.
I mean, that's fair too, but I think
those people don't, not because of me. I don't feel guilty because of that at all.
No, I feel like it's also a combination of like people not knowing their privilege and not knowing their whiteness. Oh, yeah. It's showing now, so now people are calling it out.
Totally.
And that's that.
Totally. Okay, before we get really sidetracked and dive into all of this, because now it's starting
this
everything up. Introduce our special guest for your birthday.
This is not why Ashley's here. Okay, so again, it is my birthday, so we have a super special guest. I'm actually super nervous about this, only because if anyone knows us as a unit, me and Ashley, we don't do this. Like, this is super awkward. This is gonna be like just so weird to see for like an hour. And I promise she's here on her own accord. Like, I didn't force her to come on. Shut up. But also, if anyone just knows me in general, I don't fucking shut up about her. So like,
I don't think we've ever said anything nice about each other in public.
I can.
She says nice things to me about you all the time.
Yeah, not while I'm present.
Not while we're.
That's okay. What's the fun in being nice to each other in person? You should just talk nicely behind each other's backs and be mean to.
We're such bullies, but thank you. I appreciate you coming on here. She's gonna have this whole fucking shtick. I hate you. So yeah, so Ashley's here. My fucking best friend of like 8 years, I wanna say.
Yeah.
Fucking count.
Yeah.
Right? I was thinking about it. I'm turning 27, or I turned 27 today. So it's 8 years. It's crazy.
You're old.
I know, but whatever.
Both of you get bent.
I know.
Both of you get bent.
I don't feel, look, we're not old. None of us are old. Period. Oh my God. This is gonna be a whole hour of this shit.
Okay, so okay, Ashley, I'll ask you this. Do you want me to just spew out random questions to you, or would you rather do a thing where you answer questions and then we compare your responses to Maria's?
Oh, I don't fucking, whatever.
Ask her a question and then I'll veto it or not.
All right, well, both of you get involved first. So like, if it's been almost a decade, like, especially because I think what's going to be super interesting for me is that the biggest part of when you guys met was when you and I were really like separate.
When I distanced myself from every other person.
Yeah. So like, I'm so curious. Okay, so Ashley, tell me what Maria was like when you met her.
Awkward.
Yes. So nothing's changed. Got it. Cool. All right.
It's super awkward.
Yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
Wait, okay, more details. Like the wheres.
Like, I guess we were both awkward because we had gone to high school together and then I got a job where she was working. And I saw her, and the way that she looked at me, I was like, fuck, did I make fun of her in high school? Shit. And then we just like pointedly like didn't speak for like 2 days. When I first started.
I'm already, so I want to watch it on replay. This sounds great.
It was so long, and then finally we like were forced to interact, and I think you were, one of us said something about best off.
I don't, you know how my memory is about time frame.
I think it was you.
Okay.
I think you said, yeah, like you knew Ms. Bethov, right? And then shit just got weird, and then we hung out every day. I don't know.
So I remember, I remember that meeting you again, because I already knew her because of high school. Like, I've seen her around, and you graduated 2 years above me and Brittany.
Yeah.
So I like, when you came in, I was like, I like know her. And like, for me, I don't personally be like, hey, we went to high school together. Like, I don't do that to people. So the fact that I did it to her, I was like, what am I fucking doing? And then I saw she got a fucking interview right then and there. And then she got the job right then and there. I was like, oh shit, now we have to like work together? Like, this is great. And then I honestly don't remember when you got hired. Like, I don't remember me ignoring you or anything, but that sounds about right.
I don't think it was like ignoring purposely. We were just like, and like would see each other, but like not like would have had to go out of our way to like say hi. So like just didn't.
Yeah, because I mean I was super awkward. So like I figured that interaction in the beginning. I was like, that's way too much for me already. Like, like what am I doing? So there's that.
So you essentially working together at first was like me going to like the local grocery store and seeing people I don't want to talk to and going down a different aisle on purpose.
Yeah, but then we were forced to work with each other, so then
right.
We had to get over the awkwardness, basically.
No, you didn't get over any of the awkwardness. You just merged your awkwardnesses.
That's fair. That's also fair.
Then I bought you Animal Crossing and you felt bad and hung out with me.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. That's messed up. She did buy me a video game, the first Animal Crossing game that I played. And
solid.
um
So now we know who to blame your addiction on. Got it.
Yeah, no. 100%. Because we used to hang out after our shifts at night just playing Animal Crossing. And just like bullshitting for like 2 a.m.
Dude, 2 a.m. bullshit, like 4.
Oh, you're right. It was like 4 a.m.
I went home
at
like 6 a.m. once.
Well, that was your choice. That was your choice. But yeah, no, like it emerged, or like things were happening at home. I didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
And I just stayed till like 4 a.m. I guess, yeah, 4 a.m. like consistently, at least like however many days I worked.
Yeah, your dad hated me.
Yeah, my parents hated her.
What? Why?
Well, you know my parents.
At 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like,
You know my parents. You, Brittany, like you grew up like in front of my house, so you know my parents. So me coming home that late, forget it.
I also drove a very redneck, like white trash truck. So it didn't help that this big giant red piece of garbage V8 engine you could hear down the block would roll up and be like, eh.
That's so funny.
Yeah, they didn't.
Oh man, I wish I would have like been across the street still when this was happening.
You didn't live across the street because you were.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there for any of that.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised that I didn't get like a phone call from my parents being like, "Do you know who's like at Maria's house all the time? I always see this red truck."
I'm surprised.
Because my parents are those people. My parents are those neighbors.
They probably also hate me because that truck was loud. I didn't have a sister. She knew when my truck when I was close because you could hear my truck pulling.
It's so funny. Yeah.
Oh,
like she didn't have to text. I was like, oh, she's outside.
I would be sending the text and she'd be walking out. It's like, oh man.
That's really funny.
Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I was expecting, I don't know if I was expecting it to be more like, I don't know.
What were you expecting? I'm curious.
I don't really know what I was expecting. It's also a really long time ago, so who remembers that shit?
Oh, we do, apparently.
I know, but still, like I mean like the actual details of it.
Oh, we do, like, apparently.
But not, well, no, okay, that's true.
No, it was just weird. It was just a weird thing that I did. It was just so out of character for me. That's why I remember it.
Well, you were like that when we work with people at like. Well, no, the people we were friends with the people that we worked with at Duncan.
That's the thing. I wasn't friends with her. I also was fucking terrified of her in high school. So like, what was I doing?
Okay, so you have to. Okay, I'm gonna be that asshole, and like I need more of a perspective because when Maria was like she went to high school with us, I was like I have no idea.
I didn't really talk to anybody in high school.
Like
I transferred there when I was a junior, and
yeah, I remember saying that.
I only made friends with the seniors that year. So then my actual senior year, I didn't talk to anybody. I hung out with Paige Bestoff every day. I skipped most of my classes and was just in hers. I didn't literally do anything or talk to anybody in that school. I still hung out with everybody from my old school. I really was not involved in that area at all. And she really knew who I was because I was always with Bestoff.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I think
and you were attached to her, so that makes sense.
I mean, yearbook.
Took
over my life. Yeah. But no, I mean, the first time I saw you was like in Bestoff's classroom, and I was a fucking, I don't know, a sophomore maybe?
Yeah, you were a sophomore because I was a senior at that point, and I actually remember you coming in, and Paige was like, "This is Maria," and I was like,
"Hello."
Fucking great. I was babysitting the kid Evan something at that time. That's why I was
You know, that's actually Brittany's one of her close friends.
Not anymore, but when we were kids, we were.
I was just mean and aggressive looking, so she sat me next to all her people that wouldn't sit still and do the work. So Maria came in one day, and she was like, "This is Maria," and I was like,
I'm gonna leave now. I was like, I'm not gonna look that way then.
You dropped off her yard. You're like, I'll see you later, and she was.
I was like,
okay.
I'm leaving. But lo and behold, she would know that we would become friends.
Yeah, she called it.
Yeah, she's
the only one that wasn't like, you guys are friends. Everyone else was like.
Everyone else, when if they knew either of us, I guess in high school, they were like, "What the fuck is this?" But like, Paige knew.
Paige knew.
Paige knew. She's a good one.
That's amazing. Okay, so tell me more. Like, I don't know Ashley, so I want to know more. I don't. It's your birthday, Maria, but I don't really care about you. I want to learn more about Ashley. So tell me more about. Are you still like in the area? No, Maria's like, okay, cool. I'll just sit here.
Excuse Maria.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'll just be here. You can say whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. I will. If you want me to say anything, let me know. Honestly, that's real life right there. In that screen, in that literal screen, that's real life.
Yeah.
Like video games.
Do you have Pokemon in the background?
Yes.
So that whole section is Eevee's and Vulpix plushies.
I was gonna say.
There's also a wall of Pokemon plushies on this side over here. Over there is Sanrio stuff, K-pop stuff, and then like Gundam and Magical Girl stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
So she's a big softie. Don't let her resting bitch face fool you.
So it's very purposeful is that my hidden area, my bedroom, is all pink and white motif. The living room and everything that people see is all black
and dark.
That's amazing.
Video games. No,
that's
no. Honestly, that's a fair representation. That room right there.
Aww. What do you do outside of video gaming? What's your life like?
Nothing. No. I really want to play video games.
Literally.
That's awesome.
Literally it.
Mm-hmm.
It's solid.
No,
solid. Now I understand. Now I get it. I'm getting it. The more I hear, the more I get it.
Yeah. We don't do shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
We don't do shit. Like when we're together, I fucking take a nap. Like I don't.
Yeah.
We don't do anything because this, like, even me, like, I just literally play video games and just sit on my couch. Like, this is why this works.
That's why Maria used to get so mad at me when I would go over her house when we were younger, because I was always the one who was like, can we do something? Can we do something? Like, I can't. I hit a point.
I do is, like, get food.
Yeah. We just get food. Or,
can we go eat?
What?
I'm always like, can we just go eat?
Yeah, and honestly, and I'm just like, where do you want to fucking eat? And it's like the 3 different places that we go to. I'm like, can you just rotate between the 3? And she won't even tell me. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking make a decision. So
I don't make decisions. I don't make food.
I don't either. So then we sit on the couch for like an hour. I'm like, all right, let's just.
You guys sound.
It's awful. It's awful.
Unless Mary Kate's around, then she'll pick for us.
We say that?
Well, because she's literally the most decisive person on the face of the planet who's got the strongest opinions I've ever seen. She was like that when she was 4. So I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah. No, you're right, actually. Yeah.
We'll spend an hour and a half.
Hysterical to see her. It's hysterical to see her as a fully formed adult because all of the judgments she had as a toddler are just like hyperactive now.
Yeah, that kid. It's incredible.
The faces she used to make at me when she was little, like my bones would hurt. She would stare at me.
Now she can vocalize it, and it's worse.
Right, now she uses her words, and she's just gonna F people up.
That kid's lethal. That kid's fucking lethal. But, I mean, no, okay, the most we've done together is fucking travel the world. Let's be real here. Like, that in itself is, it's a lot. It can be a lot. Like, we went to Japan the first time 2015?
Yeah.
And like it was like with my family. And like that's a lot. And then we went to Disney. Was that last? Yeah. Not last year.
Last year we went to Disney and we went to Japan and we went to Korea.
Oh my god, last year was insane. And then we were supposed to go to Tokyo this year, but we're still sad about it. So that'll be next year's.
I'm bitter.
I know.
That will be my 30th birthday.
Look, it'll be fine. We'll be at Disney. It's fine. 30's fine.
Where you can be a kid and ignore the fact that they're adding numbers on. It's fine.
Yeah.
I try to do that every day.
See?
I aid to that problem. Like I see one that I've given her in the back.
Yeah, Snubble sits with the cute one.
Yeah. So I aid in this. I enable.
I can't say I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. That's how I cope.
So Okay, ready? Can I ask you some questions and then you guys can give me both of your opinions or your thoughts on things?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll veto it. Or we can veto it together. You can veto things.
Like a bunch of random things and also like just questions that I have, and I was like, let's see what the actual facts are. Okay. I want to know about
the actual facts because have I fibbed before to you about this?
No, like some of these are like questions that there is like an answer to. And then some of these are like questions that are like, what would happen in this situation?
Oh my fucking God. Okay, great. Go ahead.
Ready? Okay. So here's the first one.
Okay,
let's utilize what you did with traveling, right? Okay, so say you're in Disneyland, right?
Okay.
And like a little kid approaches Maria. How does she respond?
Honestly, she's gonna be mean before I am. She'll be like, what?
That seems about right. That seems about I would outwardly just be like, what the fuck is this kid doing in front of me? And Ash would be like, what? Like, what?
I work with kids long enough to be like, hi, Pumpkin, what's up? Okay, you okay? Are you lost?
And I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, can you? And I just shove Ashley in front of me. She's like, can you deal with this?
What is your child exposure rate?
I dealt with preschoolers for a couple of years, and then I did the children's department for Barnes and Noble for like
gotcha.
5, 6 years.
God, I guess.
So still, regardless, like whatever it is, more than Maria over like the past 10 years.
Well, I just had.
If we're extendedly around children, Maria, for like an extended period of time, that was not related to you.
I can't remember last time I've interacted with a child for that long besides like my relatives, like kids or whatever. Like I just don't like children. And that's a whole thing from something else.
Is just so strange, like so outside of the norm for what my daily experience is like.
Because you're around children all the fucking time, and I don't know how.
I know it must be so nice. Okay, I love the kids that I work with, and I'm very particular about the kids that I do work with for that exact reason. But that's got to be so different.
Well, yeah, children.
I hate children.
Like you spend the majority of your time.
He doesn't like children either. Like
I hate children. I cannot stand babies.
You know how to deal with children. I don't. That's the difference.
Appropriate skill set.
Correct, which I don't have.
Well, I guess it's good that if you one don't like them and two don't have the appropriate skills to deal with them, that you minimize your amount of exposure time of them to you. I would say it's not necessarily for them; it's more of protecting them from you.
Exactly. Duh.
That's such a strange idea. Okay, ready? When is the least appropriate time to talk to Maria?
I don't know. She's always a bitch.
She's not lying.
Like
I didn't say. I'm not gonna say anything.
Anything before like 10 p.m. is like a half conversation, and then it hits like 11:30 at night, and like she'll actually talk to you.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
it interferes with my sleep schedule. She's like very talkative.
We have opposing just life routines. She knows not to text me before like 9 a.m. Or if she does text me, it'll be like on Instagram because like that sound doesn't wake me up or whatever. That like notification sound doesn't wake me up. But then she'll fall asleep at like 10:30, and that's when like my brain starts waking up, and I'm like, okay, all right, this is another time then. We'll talk another time. Or like I'll just text her because you don't wake up to my notifications, so I'll just text you something. And you'll respond.
Yeah, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to a fucking novel. I'm like, okay, can't you come back for 5 hours? All right, that's fine.
I'm just like, you don't have to. If you wake up to this, don't fucking answer it, and then I'll just go on, and then she's like, okay, here's my response at 6 a.m. We're very opposite.
This explains your whole like morning working at home, not working for you situation.
Oh yeah, me logging on at 10 a.m. Yeah, I don't wake up till like 9. Well, this one's already like 3 hours into her day, and like
I'm up by 6 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
And like happy about it.
I'm a morning person too. I'm with you.
Animal Crossing at 6:30 in the morning. Feed the gremlin.
I can't. We have such opposing schedule.
I mean, I guess it's good that you were in the basement then, because you don't have much like windows to have concept of time.
Concept of time. Thanks for that. Yeah, no, I don't. It's bad. I don't have natural light, and that doesn't aid to anything. Like, it doesn't do good. So, and I forget to go outside. So, like, for a long period of time. So, it's just not good. Like, whatever.
Maria's gonna emerge one day with like literally as a gremlin. Like, she's gonna just emerge one day as a gremlin.
She already is. Come on.
Shut up.
Come on. It's okay.
All right, wait, okay. Go into more like fact-related things. What's the saying on Maria's favorite shirt? Because I feel like every time I see you have on another shirt that has something like, just like has some type of comment to be made, and you're like, this is my favorite shirt. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I have literally no fucking idea, man. I don't know. You wear that fucking Omo Cat hoodie all the time. It's the only thing.
That's like the only thing I wear. What the fuck is that answer? Is it my Asian shirt?
I don't know. You have fans?
I don't know.
You have so many things that make statements on, like, literally your shirts are like your go-to things that I feel like you have to make your statements on. And
because I don't open them up.
Well, not to like regular people, no.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I would assume right now it's probably like my like phenomenally Asian fucking shirt, because I wear that a lot, I guess. But like otherwise, like this, like Ashley does not pay attention to that shit. Forget it. But I guess that's the answer, though.
Okay.
But now I want to know what shirt.
It's gonna be that.
See, you're welcome. Now she's gonna pay attention to what you're wearing.
Oh, that's not true.
No, she's not gonna pay. No.
Don't make
this doesn't affect. No.
She's wearing what she's wearing right now, 4 days in a row of me seeing her, and I'd be like, oh, that's true.
Right.
Every single day.
No, she would not, and it's okay. Like, I don't. It's okay. Like, I would assume it's the phenomenally Asian shirt, just because, you know, that just makes a statement, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't have favorite shirts, though.
How do you?
Go on. Do you have a favorite shirt? I'm sure you two both do.
But I'm just like knowing the shirts that you have and the statements that are made on your shirts. I'm surprised you're not like, this is this is my favorite.
Equality. I don't know if I can wear them. I just rotate between the shirts I have.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, wait. Next thing. What would make her cringe the most if she saw it happen? Like, what's something that if she watched, she would cringe? Like, and she would physically do it.
Display of affection of any kind.
That's so true. That's so. And if it's directed at her in any way, then she's worse.
You should see us together. It's great. That's why
so
I'm not
funny.
invited out around anyone.
That is so funny.
I'm very physically affectionate.
That's hysterical.
But it took me a while to be like
years of just forcing it on her and be like, this is my love language, good luck.
Yeah, and I'm just like, all right, well. I've gotten better throughout the years.
You reciprocate now for like 3 seconds. If no one's around.
Aw, that's nice at least.
Yeah.
Something is better than nothing. Progress is progress.
Right. It's progress. It's taken us 8 years, I guess. Yeah, no, I can agree to that. The poor people that like want to fucking hug me, I'm like, yeah, okay. All right.
It's so awkward when you hug people. I love watching it happen.
It's so awkward. I hate it.
Okay,
like,
okay. You fucking bro tap me when I hug you.
I know, and it's like and it's you. Like
you hug me the most out of like anybody, and you bro tap me.
You know, some things just don't change. You can call it out.
So if you want to make Maria really uncomfortable, try to hug her. And then also make sure that someone's catching it on video camera.
Please don't. I don't.
And then we can literally have an episode that's just a montage of people making Maria uncomfortable.
I'm already uncomfortable with this conversation.
I'm so glad. So we're doing what we meant to do out. That's perfect. Okay, wait. I feel like all of the other ones are just like not. Okay, what is something Maria will not eat?
Honestly, like I don't. I'll eat anything, honestly.
No, I couldn't even think of an answer to it myself. I was
So then why did you ask?
Because I'm curious to know.
Okay.
No, I don't know. She has to eat everything off my plate when I don't finish my food.
Well, I've done that in different countries. Like, and it's so funny because my parents want her to come to the Philippines with us so badly. This is like,
wait, I thought you just said that your parents don't like her.
Before.
So they didn't like me.
Listen to this shit.
Okay.
Listen to this shit. Mom says that she's a fucking favorite.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm the favorite daughter.
Right, and she told her friends that she was her fucking adopted daughter one time. I was like, Mom, you can't fucking do that to people. Like, like, don't do this.
That's the best.
And my dad's the one that's like, when is she coming to the Philippines with us? I'm like, what are you talking
Yeah, he still hates me, but he wants me to go to the Philippines.
That's a win.
You know how my father is. So, like, he's like weird.
That's a win.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, if you ever come to the Philippines, forget it. You're not eating for like 3 weeks or however long we're there.
I know.
Wait, okay, why? You gotta give me
A picky eater, B, I'm allergic to like everything.
She's allergic.
I have so many dietary restrictions that it's easier to tell people that like I just don't eat. I physically can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I can't even go with vegan because like I'm allergic to a lot of like fruits and vegetables and plants and just.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's yeah. Which might have to screen everything before we eat. I'm like, you can have this. Like, I'm pretty sure you can have this.
Until there's the things that I like that we forget that I'm allergic to until I eat them. I'm like, my tongue's itchy. That's so weird.
I'm like, you're allergic to fucking chocolate. Why are you eating a goddamn chocolate bar? And it's annoying. It's like a child. This is my child interaction. This is my constant child interaction. I have to like screen everything, make sure everything's fucking foolproof and like safe and shit.
She has to follow me around like when you have a dog that might have something in their mouth.
Yeah.
What are you eating? What do you have? Give it to me.
Literally. But it's fine. It works out.
That's you. That's very you, period, though.
Yeah, that is. That's also a thing.
Yeah.
But like more so with this one.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I literally don't have any more questions that I think are going to make any sense to even ask.
Okay, great. Do you have any like off the top of your head? Or this one's just gonna
I feel
roasting
literally
for 20 minutes?
more awkward having to ask like specific questions than just having a conversation.
I mean, what do you want to have a conversation about?
You two are like, you guys are so like into your own thing. It's just like sitting back and watching you like engage in conversation is gonna be entertaining enough.
So the thing with
us
is like,
okay, wait, are you ready? What was the last thing that you guys texted about?
You know.
You suck.
Do you want me to read her the birthday letter I wrote you for Alan?
No, you are not doing that. Not when that's caught on camera. No. I pass. Hard pass on that. I actually don't.
Why?
No, honestly, besides the fact that like, hey, I'm gonna email you the link to the Zoom thing, to the Zoom link, whatever. Hard pass. Hold on, I'm actually gonna see what the fuck. Oh, I sent you an emoji. No, I sent you an emoji. That's the last thing.
Yeah, those ones are really cute. I'm mad. I want them.
Well, I'm sorry. Go buy them then. I don't know what to tell you.
You bought emojis?
We text on an app that has separate emojis. Yeah. But no, I think you just said happy birthday. It's fine. That was
how blessed you are to know me. That makes sense.
That makes sense. I hate you. Yeah. Yeah. That's as far as I'm gonna go with that.
Scroll up a little bit. I can scroll up a little bit.
Don't scroll up a little bit. You don't have to. You really don't have to. You also don't have to go into Instagram and see what we said there either. So you're fine. No, I don't
have to do anything to make you uncomfortable. You're doing this all yourself. I just want to put this out there. I'm literally just sitting here and letting you just digging your own hole, dude. Digging your own hole. And it's wonderful for you to sit here and watch.
I'm gonna say because the way that we interact is not how I interact with anyone else.
Oh, that's okay. That's obvious.
It's very obvious. It's very obvious to people around us, I think. I think people have noticed. for sure. They've made comments that like we act differently when we're together, but not when we're separated and with other of our friends and family and stuff. I think, right? You can probably say it,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
we both have very different behaviors reserved for each other than we do for other people. And like I may be physically affectionate, like as just a general thing for me. It's more so with you than anybody else.
It's the same way. It's and like we've cultivated this for the past like 8 years. Like it's not like it's with any like relationship. I feel like it depends on what you've both been through and like keep going and doing that. Like this just happened, you know. So yeah, we have a totally different like just existence basically outside of like this duo. Like it's just completely different, I feel like.
That's very, very clear.
It's
That's super
so
evident.
which is why whenever there is someone else, like we just get super awkward. We're just like this is weird.
So like don't so I'm imagining like you in the presence of like her cats and like
Roxanne,
like you right like replacing me with one of the cats and what the cat's experience must be like and like observing. Must be so funny.
You fucking hate Roxanne.
I don't. Did you say I hate Roxanne?
You hate Roxanne.
I don't hate Roxanne.
You hate Roxanne. She comes near you and you get mad about it.
I don't get mad about your cat coming near me. I don't understand where that came from. Stop. I don't hate your cat. I'm gonna set this straight. I don't hate your cat. Though I did not like when I was sleeping over and she fucking was just on my chest at 4 o'clock in the morning and I could not breathe.
That means she likes you.
I get that, but also I was like, I can't breathe. What the fuck? And I was like, oh, there's a cat.
So it literally it spans to like non-humans. But that's not true though, because you were not like that with your dog.
Yeah. Depends on the day. I don't know.
Or Roxy just tries to cuddle up on you and climb up on the couch when you're around, and you're like,
I'm also half asleep half the time. You can't blame me for when I fucking wake up and your cat's just right there. Like what? Whatever. Fine.
Dude, you gotta learn the way of cats. You were just so disassociated. I know, but
I'm just disassociated. Period. 24/7.
That should be your next shirt.
Constantly disassociated.
That would be the favorite. That would be my favorite shirt.
Favorite.
But that's accurate. But yeah, I don't hate your cat. Like I'm setting this straight. Like I don't hate your cat. Or any of your animals for that particular matter.
Ooh, what other animals do you have?
Well, her parents have the animals.
Yeah, the only one living here is the dirty gremlin that lives in this house. But at my parents, I also had a dog and a couple other cats.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Oh man. I can't wait for people who don't know. Like, it's going to be people are going to watch this and be like, why does this seem so different than every other episode you've ever done? And it's going to be like, well, Maria's super uncomfortable. And she's like bringing us into like this very exclusive little like relationship that she has. And cause like, I don't know what to say or what to do right now. Like your level. And it's not Ashley at all. Cause Ashley's just like super just hanging out and like taking it off of you. But like you are making it so awkward and I don't have to do anything to make it awkward. It's great.
To be fair, this is just her around me at any time when other people are present and witness it.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to like formulate like something in my head to like tell you why this is what it is. But it literally just is what it is. Like this is how I am around Ashley usually. Also, I don't call her by her name a lot. So saying your name half the time.
Yeah, like, it's just weird.
Sounds weird.
Yeah.
We call each other dude and it's like that's it. Because I don't remember the last time you said my name just like off the cuff, just like it's like weird.
See, I don't think I've ever like said your name.
See?
Unless like we were at like my store.
Right, like, yeah, unless like someone is talking to us about each other, then fine.
Yeah.
But we don't address each other by name. It's like the weirdest fucking thing.
It's just bruh and dude.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, no, this I'm just very awkward around people when she's around. I don't, and it's not you. No, it's not.
This is what it looks like when like Maria takes two planets and crashes them together. This is what happens.
This is why I don't mix friend groups. Also, this is why I just don't mix.
Me. It's fine. Just say it. It's fine. It's why you don't mix me around anybody else. You admitted it years ago and you know it.
I mean, yeah, because I have no, like, we don't, like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm literally still trying to figure out a way to freaking explain this, but, like, again, 8 years, that's
why do you have to explain anything? Who said you had to explain anything?
That's true. You're right.
Who cares?
Also, we haven't seen each other since March, which is a thing.
The longest we've ever gone.
The longest before this was when I used to go to the Philippines and, I'd be gone for like a month, for like 3 weeks or whatever. But the first time, so we actually video called yesterday just to make sure that this was working. And I honestly forgot how you fucking looked. And I was like, oh, right. Like, I was like,
what?
So my brain during quarantine, like, if I haven't seen you in forever, I'm like, I don't, like, visually, I was like, what the, like, I just couldn't. So I was like, oh, shit, like, it's been, like, 3 months. Like, reality hit where I was like, it was, like, March, like, 10th or something. And now it's, like, June.
Yeah, we video called once, right? When this, like, all started.
No, I just called you. I don't ever video call you.
No, we video called once because the girls were there, too. It was when we first got Animal Crossing. We video called for, like, 10 minutes on Cacao. And then
oh yeah, probably actually.
Yeah, and then we just didn't again because to be fair, I don't video call with anybody. This is the only video call I've done during quarantine.
Yeah, and we don't even call each other.
Nope.
We don't even call each other.
I just calling my own mother off the phone. I'm like, what? Hi. Okay. Love you. Bye.
So, just this added element of like video calling right now is just making me even more awkward. Because we don't do this.
I don't know how to respond. I literally don't know how to respond.
I don't know. This is just how we are, I guess.
And it's interesting too because like when do you ever see me in a situation where like I don't know what to say? So like,
I know
this is just like interesting.
This is
on
also
all levels.
But this is also with like anyone that interacts with us, like they just don't know. They're just like, what the fuck is this? Like, right? Like,
also why we don't hang out with other people because it's just like we create a bubble and like that's it. It's just like
we've gotten that comment too from people. That is just like it's just us, and then it's just like you're over there. Like other people are just like
you're present. That's great, but you're not really engaged.
Like it's like literally like people are like third wheeling. Like it's like so awkward.
Yeah, totally. That's literally what it feels like.
Yeah. It's right. Like it just. I don't know. It's just how we are. Even through apparently video call, this is our energy is just like fucking.
Yeah, that's literally what you. Yep. To the like the person who like has no problem engaging with like anybody.
Brittany, you literally have no filter. I'm surprised you're not going off on something right now.
I don't know what to say. Like you guys have like literally just like I don't know what to say. Especially because I feel like you're gonna deflect 90% of the questions that I say. So I kind of feel like
I just deflected one. It was just one out of like the handful that you had. That's not like 90%.
No, that's true.
Maybe if you kept going, it might end up being 90%, but.
Yeah, that's very.
So fucking aggressive.
Huh?
You're so fucking aggressive.
Aggressive? Did you call me aggressive?
Please, our entire friendship has been her literally sitting and just like basically judging me and me just not giving a fuck. That's literally.
She's a bully and a fucking asshole. I'm not a bully. Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's what most of our friendship has been, and it's fine.
I've been more aware of that as years go on. That I'm a fucking bully and I'm the problem. So yes.
I'm the problem.
And it's funny because again, people think you're the bully.
Everybody always praised me. They're like, Ashley's so mean to me. I'm like, are you? Okay. You're so mean.
Actually, like, and when people like when they don't know me and I'm like, no, I'm a fucking asshole. They don't believe it, and they'll just blame me for the person.
I'm the mean one.
You're not the mean one.
I'm so
because she's
like the world.
The issue is though, Maria's like the I'm gonna think something and not say it, and then I'm gonna wait for like the really opportune time to say it, so that like it comes like you can literally, it's like the passive aggressive attack, and like I'm the same way too. Like if you're annoying or if somebody does something to piss me off, I'm gonna say it, and then because you're outright, you're the one who's being like forward about it. You're. So Maria's the one. Maria can get away with it because she like is super. She just sits there and doesn't do anything and doesn't call any attention to herself, and then all of a sudden makes these comments, and you just kind of overlook it very easily.
So like not even. I'm quiet. And she outwardly bullies me in front of people, and they're like, "Oh my God, Ashley, why are you like that?"
No, it's
hysterical.
No, yeah, no, that's right. I have nothing else.
Because I look meaner than you. Somebody thinks that I'm meaner, and I'm like,
honestly, that's the misconception. Which is why when I'm like, no, I'm an actual asshole. Like you don't understand. Like if I'm really close to you, if I just even know you as a friend, forget it. Like just bullying constantly. But no, they're like, no, you seem very nice. I'm like, give me 2 weeks. I'll dig something up within those 2 weeks.
Give me 2 weeks.
No, I know I'm an asshole.
That's too much. Well, you're a lovable asshole, so that's good.
Yes. I mean, you guys stick around this long, so stuck, not stick. Ash is just like, fuck this shit.
I don't really have anything better to do, so.
It sounds about right. Right.
Oh, man. No, but you definitely do get away with, like, being out there more, like, in terms of, like, just
being an asshole.
Saying shit. Yeah, you get away with saying shit way more.
It's a blessing and curse, I guess. Because then I get called out, like, I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're right, but, like, let's not call that out. Let's just keep my facade somewhere else. Just like,
no, I'm going to expose you because I'm tired of getting called the mean one.
I know, and I feel bad sometimes. Actually.
You don't.
No, I do feel bad. Okay. No, I'm actually the asshole. Like, well, it depends on the person in front of me, I guess. So. Mm-hmm.
I'm on Ashley's side.
Thanks. Yeah, right. No, I'm such a my poor friends. And sometimes, like, it's so over their head that I'm being mean that they're like, no, you're joking. I'm like, no, idiot. Like an asshole right now.
No, it gets to the point where we just ignore you. Like, that's what I've gotten to. I've gotten to the point where, like, when you say something dicky, I just ignore you.
I'm so glad. Okay.
Great. To be totally honest, like, I've been set up to, like, I've been prepared for that most of my life. Okay. But, like, it is what it is. I just choose to ignore it.
I cry about it so that she feels bad. I'm a big crybaby, and I can cry in like 3 seconds flat. So anytime she's mean, I just start crying, and she's like, "Stop, no!"
And I don't deal well with people crying, so I'm like, "Okay, I'm so sorry."
That is also true.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, you threatened me with crying, and I'm like, "It's not. Please, I don't know how to deal with this." And it's like so instantaneous. I'm like, please don't. Like, I can't.
Oh yeah. If I start crying, it's immediate and it's a lot.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. We bicker a lot. I don't think people know that too. It's nothing like detrimental to anything, but like.
As long as it was stupid shit.
It's stupid.
Do you want a blanket? No, I'm good. Okay, are you sure you're not like chili? No, I'm good. Okay, well, I was trying to get a blanket. Like, okay, well, I didn't say I wanted one. Like
it's stupid shit like that. Or like, do you want to eat? And like, it'll be a fucking argument. Like, no, I don't want to eat. Did you drink water? I'm like, no, I don't want water. I'm like, just fucking take this.
When's the last time you had a sip of water? I'm not thirsty. Okay, well, that's not what I fucking asked.
Fucking bickering all the time.
That's right. That sounds normal. That sounds like a close to a decade of like having to have a constant interaction with somebody. That's Dan and I. We got in a fight yesterday over dinner, so it's fine.
That's a constant fight for us. It's just food. Like,
yeah.
And like, it's like routine.
Yes, because it's the only thing we do. Otherwise, it's just silently put on a movie and play video games. So there's nothing to fight about. We're both doing our own independent thing. And then it comes to food, which we have to engage with together. And
I know you're like, do you want to eat? I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, okay, what are like the 5 places that we usually go to? Before I answer, I'm like, yeah, sure.
What do you want? I don't care. Do you want this? I don't know. What do you want?
That's literally why we have to plan, or I don't eat. We don't eat because we literally get, and like, we have to write it down. We have a dog, I kid you not, we have a calendar of dogs taking shits.
I saw that calendar on your Instagram
kitchen.
story. I was like, I hate this. I was like,
I hate this.
It's awful and terrible, but also very entertaining. And that if we don't put down what we're having for dinner, like we don't eat dinner, or we get in a fight over what we're eating for dinner. Like it has to be like thoughtless, because it won't happen if it's not.
I think the only planning we ever do outside of like traveling or whatever is like when we're seeing each other next and like what time, because we're so fucking anal about time.
Yeah.
Like if we say, if I like yesterday I was like, how about like we call at noon, and it's like noon, and I'm like, here's the link, like even though I said around noon, I was like, here's the link at noon. Like I told you noon, even though I said around
at like 11:52 I was like, oh my god, it's almost noon. And I go over my computer, I was like, oh god, it's almost 12. She said noon, it means like noon.
Like I think like besides that we don't plan shit. Like besides like
around 6 means I'll be on your doorstep at 6 on the dot.
And yeah. Like it won't even be like if I get there early, it'll be like a minute early, and I'll be in your door at 6. Like we're so anal about time. It's so bad.
Working with me must be so much fun for you.
Yeah, whenever I'm like 2 and you're like, no, I put it for 2:30, I was like, okay.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, 2:30.
Now I'm gonna do it on purpose, so just be prepared.
Yeah, I know. No,
if the only grasp of control I can get is effing with time for you, I'm latching on.
I'm literally looking, so I have like I print out like a weekly schedule, and like I have shit like blocked off to do. Like I'm so anal with my time.
Oh no,
like,
I do that too. I have a little dry erase board, but it just like this situation has made me like me and time go like.
I've just always been like this, and like it's so annoying because like. And like you get annoyed too when we travel. It's like my family does not understand. Like
we'll say we're gonna do something at like 10, and at like 9:45 they're like, "Oh, we'll do that later." I'm like, "No, but we said 10, so like."
It's such a struggle.
Literally have to. It's the law. Like we said 10, so like it's like, illegal to not now.
We're ready. Like we're ready to go and do whatever.
You and then 10, I was ready by 9. Like.
And then Kate is like in bed still. And I'm like.
Kate wakes up at 10:15. I can't.
And like we're just having a fucking like forget it.
Oh, we're both stewing and just like silently angry about it. We won't talk to even each other. We're just angry.
I love when we like don't talk to each other and like my mom goes, "Are you too good?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. We'll say to everybody other than each other. Like, yes, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're just mad.
This is giving me massive flashbacks to what it was like to get ready to go to school in the morning with you, because we would get in the car, and exactly what you said about Kate, like Erin was like that when we were younger. Like nothing's changed is what you're telling me right now. We would get ready to go to school, and there were days that my dad would drive us to school, and there were days that Maria's mom would drive us to school. And like my dad is like relatively timely, but like the older I got, the less I cared. So I would walk out and Maria would be like standing on the driveway. Like it was like the fucking Shining. Like Maria's just standing there to go to school. And like would be like, and then she wouldn't, if we got in the car late, I wouldn't like notice, like she wouldn't talk to me if we were like running late that day. She wouldn't say anything to me until like she got like over it and we could have a conversation. But then when I would get in the car with her and like her family in the morning, she would be sitting there and I could almost sometimes see the smoke coming out of her ears because it was the same thing. Like her mom would be like giving like food to Erin while they were getting in the car, and like she would get this is all still very relevant. I like it.
I love how I don't remember that, but that sounds like me.
These are the weird memories that I have of us as kids.
Yeah, and thankfully Ashley doesn't know me as that child, but like.
Well, you're still the
pretty
same.
Much the same.
So it's fine.
It's literally the same. Essentially, was what Brittany's telling you. I've been like this since forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like me. Yeah.
But it was mostly. I feel like it was mostly of the dealing with Ren, of like the lack of concern for time that Ren always had when she was Ren. Does she even go by that anymore? Is she only Erin?
I call her Erin now, so I mean it depends.
Yeah.
Depends on the day. I mean Ren, yeah, sometimes. I guess I just call her Erin now, but I think Kate though is worse. I think, right?
Yeah.
Like Erin, I think.
So like, unless it's something she like wants to do.
Yeah.
It's going to take an additional 45 minutes. 10 o'clock means 11 at best. Unless I'm there and I'm pissed. Then it's 10:15. If I'm present and angry, they'll know if they're up.
That's like such a their generation thing, because Dan's sister is literally the same way.
Yeah.
We were on a cruise once and I literally had to pull her ass out of, she was on like a bunk bed. I literally had to put the bar down and like grab her sheets and pull her out of it.
Yeah.
It's a generational thing.
And I also think that the little ones respect this one more than me half the time.
Well, right. You're always there. You're going to love them no matter what. Ashley's going to beat the shit out of them if they don't do what they're supposed to.
They're just,
real threat in my house. I'm going to tell Ashley.
Yeah, it's just a threat. It's a threat. I'm like, I'm going to text Ashley that you're doing this shit. And she's like, no, okay, I'm going to do it. Immediately. They even do that to me. I'm like, no, don't tell her.
Mm-hmm. I've had Mary and Kate text me.
Just like,
and be like, oh, okay. I'm like, the fuck did you do?
Well, she's a real threat. That's why she's the favorite. Mm-hmm.
He's like mom's favorite.
I know, you are mom's favorite. She literally was like, the other day, she was like, how's Ashley? I'm like, still the same? She okay? I was like, she's sickly. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She's also like, when is she coming over? I'm like, Mom, you work at a hospital.
I'll die. I love you. I'll die.
Yeah, like she can literally physically cannot be.
I need to get eggs and I'm fucking sweaty about it.
Do you want me to bring you shit? Oh, we had this conversation. Never mind.
I have like a whole list. I gotta just suck it up and do it.
All right, well, you should probably be careful because you get sickly easily.
I know.
But no, she's the favorite. I think honestly, my dad fucking loves you. Like, he won't say it though, but
yeah, no, he absolutely loves you.
Absolutely.
He loves me because I yelled at him.
But he fucking hated you though. My aunt though, my one aunt that you met,
yeah,
fucking loves you. And I guess my uncle too. Though you didn't really interact with him.
No, not much. Your aunt makes sense. I get along well with her.
She's riot. She has no filter.
No, I know. Oh, I know.
I know. And I'm like, this is too awkward. Can we go now, please? Dear God. Like, please don't make that comment. On my mom's side of the family, you met my aunt in fucking Osaka. That was a culture shock. So imagine that interaction, but like with my whole family in the Philippines.
Oh God.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but my parents want you to go so badly.
You want me to go so bad? I know.
So badly, and like
you know it, right?
I know, and like that's the thing. I'm like, okay, when and why? And like my sister wants to meet you, my older one, my aunt. Yeah. So she's like,
oh my God.
What, did you forget?
I totally forgot.
Do you know I have 2 nephews and a niece now? Like, I have a niece.
I remember the nephew. Because we were so young when she had the boy.
That's the second one, though. You met the second one. She has 3. And the youngest one is now in kindergarten.
So big. The picture she posted the other day.
I know, right?
I was like, Jesus.
And the video today on my Instagram story, the one that blew out the candle. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, did you forget I had an older sister? Well, she hasn't been here
she moved away when we were in high school, right? But that just completely.
Yeah, now she's in the Philippines
again. That's crazy.
Yeah, she lives with my grandma.
Hasn't she been there? Hasn't she been in the Philippines this whole time? And she moved from somewhere else after she left.
Well, when she left Jersey, she went to Cali. And then came back for a little bit and then went to the Philippines. And she's been there, a decade maybe now.
That's crazy.
And my nephews. My oldest nephew actually just graduated high school.
Aren't they the same? Wasn't he born the same time that Mary Kate was born? Or within the
That's the second one. That's the second one.
That's what I remember.
The oldest one, his older brother, graduated high school.
Why are we so old?
So now he's in college, which I don't know how I feel about that. We're getting old.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you want to accomplish by your next birthday?
Me? Oh, God.
It's not Ashley's birthday. Why do you keep sounding so surprised when I ask you questions about your birthday?
I don't know. What do I want to accomplish?
What's something you want to have accomplished by the time you get to your next birthday?
I don't know. I also have no idea. I just want to make it to my next birthday. That's always a thing.
That's a goal.
I don't know. I honestly now, I used to be such a planner and like a 5-year, 10-year person, but now I take it week by week because like I've figured out that like that just is mentally less draining for me than to figure out what I want to do.
Well, I'm not saying you have to like write it in blood somewhere, or like it has to be like an actual like goal. But I'm saying like if it could be something like random, it doesn't have to be like.
I don't have anything random though. Like that's the thing. It's just like I don't know. Like I'll take like week by week and see what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't have anything planned for this year. Let's say that.
Okay.
So whatever
happens, making it to the next year.
Right. Whatever happens, good or bad, that'll be. It is what it is.
Okay.
Anything else?
What's the biggest change from last year then? Reflecting. You started a podcast. Why can't you think of anything? Come on, make it snappy. I'm gonna give you a timer.
Why can't? Because I don't think about myself in that capacity. Apparently,
this is part of the problem right here.
This is part of the problem. No, I mean I'm more vocal this year compared to prior years, for sure. Well, this podcast helped. I feel like because it's like every week it's like something to like. It helps me like like have an unfiltered self and just like speak. So like that in itself has helped me. So I've been just more vocal lately, especially with everything going on. Like I just feel like I have to now.
Yeah.
That. You can agree or disagree, Ashley.
No, that's honestly, if you hadn't answered, I was gonna say you've learned how to speak for yourself more.
I know. No, it's taken me years. It's taken me 27 years. Better late than ever.
Progress is progress.
Yeah.
Progress is progress.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I like her.
People do. And then like she's the more likable of me and her.
Well, that's good. Then I went the difficult way
rough
first.
Way first, and then yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, I figured this would be like. I mean, it wasn't that. I mean, it's awkward to begin with. Because she never does it.
But it's not awkward. No, she's not awkward. You are the one who makes it awkward.
I mean, true. No, that's fair.
You're the one who makes it awkward, dude.
Because like it's just like.
At all.
No, that's fair.
But it is. It's hard to like merge worlds.
Right, which is why I keep worlds. Which is why I keep my worlds at different spaces.
Yeah.
And I deal with it better that way, but also it's like. Yeah.
But it's good to do this. It shakes things up.
No.
It also gives you like new stuff to talk about. And it gives you like better perspectives on like yourself and other people you're around too. So
the learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, now you understand.
Yeah. I also don't ever want to be in a public setting with you guys together. I know that
with
too.
Both of us. If you let me just think about this for a second. And what would happen if you were like in a public space with us together? Because obviously, like it's happened. Like it's inevitable, obviously, but
yeah.
We're so how do I explain this? We're so in our own worlds, literally, that like you will just be literally you'll just be
yeah.
If you're with us together, which is why we don't invite anyone else.
Oh yeah.
If it is with someone or it is with like a couple people, yeah, it's just they're just there. Like I just can't explain it. We were just talking about if she was.
But that's so not like I just told her that I don't want to be around you guys in public space. Not because I don't like you, but just because like you like the level of I don't know how to be able to handle it.
Handle what? Because I've been trying to. No, I feel like I know why.
It's not okay. No, and it's not to make you. It's so normal. Like when you. So like Dan and I get very much like my fiance and I will be together 9 years in the fall. I don't even know what like season it is anymore. This whole thing is confusing the shit out of me.
Okay.
But like when we've developed, so like when you're with somebody like in a space together that you like create these norms and these and like the ways that you communicate and everything, like, and someone else comes in, it's like, all right, well, this is like, people aren't gonna be able to get on the same wavelength. That's why Dan and I like always used to.
We function at like a completely different planet.
Oh yeah,
it's not even like a wavelength. We're like out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like and it takes the only way to do it is to like actively try not to do it. Which is
what
like,
do you mean?
if you don't like act. So like when Dan and I are with people, okay, so let's take my best friend Sam into account, right? Like if the three of us are together, like I actively have to like not try to make her feel like a third wheel.
Oh yeah.
So like
Fair.
it, like you do have to like have that level of like being able to do it.
And like it's so funny because like whoever it is with us, they're the third wheel. Like
right.
It doesn't matter
which is
if
normal.
like yeah.
Because you guys have the stronger connection. That's not like that's not odd.
It's not weird, yeah. It's not like, but I just feel bad.
It's not a bad thing.
Sometimes we just feel bad about the other people, or at least I do. That I'm just like, my bad. Like I don't care. Like at one point, I'm like, this is your fault. This is why we don't hang out with other people. So.
Yeah, it's not like it's a good thing that you can have that with somebody.
Yeah.
Like for years and years and years and years, like people always used to be like, oh, you and Dan, that's so like you guys are weird. Like you guys are so weird. Like I don't understand. Like we used to get that all the time. Yeah. And it's like, that's cool. You don't have to understand. Like F you. Like we really don't care. And we're super weird together. Like the way like we act like we have weird mannerisms, we have weird conversations, but like it works. And we like it. So whatever, it doesn't matter. And like and like you and I are very different. Like all of my relationships, me and Sam are very different. Talk about like the affection thing. Like me and Sam are super different in that way. But like we make it work. Like no one else has to understand that. Like
it's a relationship thing. It's a person by person thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. End of story.
Yes.
I think. Is there anything
I was telling Maria that I liked you. I thought you were cool.
And I told her that you were the
when you walked away.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I told her I told her that you were the more likable one between the two of us, so.
And I said, of course, I took the more abrasive path. I had to go through Maria first.
But look, we all went to the same high school. But me and Ashley always talk about this. If we met, though, in high school, forget this.
Oh, no, I didn't like me in high school, so it wouldn't have, I look back and I'm like, I don't really like you. It wouldn't have been, yeah, it was totally, and I was never I don't think I got into yearbook until we were seniors, right? So I wasn't even like.
Yeah, so it's all within timing, I guess.
I was technically in yearbook.
You were technically in yearbook. You also did get the yearbook award. You never stayed after school though, because you always had to work at the fucking dollar store.
No, I didn't do shit.
You wouldn't do shit. She loved you. That's why. She picked favorites.
I do remember.
You picked favorites. You're still the favorite. She's like, how's Ashley? I'm like, she's fine. I freaking went to dinner with her and like another one of our teachers, and she's like, how's Ashley? I'm like, here's the phone.
Do you want to call her? Fuck.
You want me to call her? She's like, yeah, absolutely. And she's like, here, take the phone. That's how she is.
That's really funny.
No, you're always the favorite. You're always the fucking favorite. I've accepted that. So.
That's
yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna be super sappy. I don't know if I want to now. No, I don't know if I want to. It
only happens every once in a while where we get golden.
It really
sappy
does.
On recording.
I know, and like because it's my birthday.
You can be sappy. Can you give yourself that free pass to be sappy because it's your birthday?
I guess, right? Like, I guess. Also, like, it's because, like, I haven't seen you in forever, like, both of you. I mean, Brittany, I've seen you, like, a couple times during quarantine, like, you stopped by and whatnot, but, like, I haven't seen you in forever, and it's, like, really, for us, it's, like, really hard, like, it's especially, like, and, like, because you're so sickly, like I can't do anything. So it's like, it like sucks, but.
That's the thing. I physically can't even like come do the 6 foot thing with you. And,
No.
like, out from my truck, like I can't even risk.
Well, I can't even risk that for you. And like, it sucks when, and it's hard when this whole thing, the COVID thing, not even the Black Lives Matter thing, that's a whole different whatever, but when the whole COVID thing started and people weren't adhering to the quarantining and like the social distancing stuff. And like, I think I've said this before, I was like, the fact that people don't understand this and don't understand the fact that they should be thinking about other people. Like, I feel sorry for them because they clearly don't have any other person to think about during this. Because like, I think about you whenever I go out. I'm like, this is another 2 weeks that I can't see you because I went out. Like, you know, to go even grocery shopping. Like, I can't. And like, that just adds to the tally marks of having like weeks.
I can't see my own mother.
Yeah.
If she, you know, has to go to the store, her and my father, like if they want to make dinner or something, like they have to get the food weeks in advance and keep it in a different refrigerator and keep everything away so that they can possibly then see me in 2 weeks without risking me getting sick. And then even, so like they missed a precaution once, like they had gone to a store like 2 days before I came over because they had to get something and like just nobody thought of it. The day after being home from there is I had 102-degree fever. I was having seizures. It was a hot mess. And it just took them having to, you know, go through that. And it was the reminder that, like, I can't see anybody. Like, I can't come see you. I can't come see the girls. I can't come see Mom. Like, I can't be there for anything because one minor forget, you know, of having to
run can be detrimental.
Hear somebody or touch them. I, you know, could end up incredibly compromised. And I can't even let anybody come here because people coming into my house and bringing anything in with them is now in my house.
Yeah, which is why it's like, which is why this has been so hard for the both of us, especially the beginning when like we weren't used to this. Like, thankfully though, we did see each other right before this all happened. Because like I think before that, like we don't really see each other for like 2 weeks maybe. Like it'll be like maybe a week or two, maybe 3 weeks of that. And even 3 weeks was like a long time.
Yeah, usually like twice a month.
Yeah, so it's like, so in the beginning, it's fucking rough. It's some days are still rough, like, you know, it's just like, even, and like, the older I get, it's like, I need people around. So it's like, this whole thing has been rough, and like, so it was my birthday, being like this, it's like weird, which is why like I woke up, I was like, this is a weird birthday. This is
the first birthday you're not traveling and I'm not with you.
Right. I know. And like, it's heightened my emotions, obviously, because like, I mean, who would have thought like this would go till June, obviously, right? Or like, who would have thought that this was even going to be a thing, obviously. But I'm still so awkward when I want to be sappy, but like, I'm super grateful for like the both of you, like separately, what we've done like during my 26th year. Like, Brittany, like, thanks for this podcast, obviously. Hopefully we continue to like just learn and just for me to just keep growing and like speaking.
She didn't tell you this is the last episode you're doing? She doesn't want to do it with you anymore?
I really found out that you're the mean one and now I'm done.
Yeah, and now we're done. Now I'm actually done learning. Like, forget this. So thanks for this. And actually, you know how fucking I can go on and on and fucking on, but I'll just limit myself to like a maybe well thought out sentence, which I'm gonna formulate like right now in my head. Let's see. So like, how do I want to word this? I fucking hate this. Like, I'm a fool to still be excited that you're my best friend, but like that's just like the truth every day. And like, hopefully this passes soon, and then we can just fucking just take a nap on your fucking couch. Just literally all I want to do. That's all I want to fucking do.
I just want to sit on my fucking couch with you.
Right, literally. Like, when people are like, what do you want to do when this is out, besides me going to the movie theaters, because that's literally one of the first things I want to do.
And be around nobody else. That's the important part of that statement. Let's be clear. She doesn't want to go sit in the movie theaters with all of you. She wants to go sit in the movie theaters by herself.
Right. Besides that, I just want to come over and just, like, fucking just take a nap. Because that's literally our existence. Like, it's funny, or it's, like, you know, people think that we do shit together because we travel and, like, outwardly, like, I we just travel and like we have all this shit like on Instagram and whatnot, but like we don't do shit. That's all I want to do is like not do shit, but somewhere else.
To not do shit with you. That's the nicest thing that Maria's ever said.
Yeah, the whole like past minute. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Neither of you, for my sanity, have to say anything. We'll just leave.
I'm not saying a word. I made you feel uncomfortable enough today. I'm done. You're welcome. Happy birthday. Your gift. I'll put a bow on it. Thank
you. Thank you.
It's okay. You have letters.
I know. I'm like dreading that. I'm like dreading you like giving me like my gifts.
Aw.
Just wait till the last ones get here, then I can finally put everything together.
Yeah. I have shit for you too. I told you.
Okay, it's not my birthday.
Yeah, but I still have shit for you though. It's not like it doesn't have to be your birthday for me to get you shit. Like, and this is where I fucking become an asshole with it like that.
Yep.
Yep. So there's that.
No.
Okay.
Yay! This
now
is such a yay. The last minute alone was just worthy enough for us to have done this podcast. So solid. I'll take all of the awkwardness and whatever for you to have a moment where you can just really like say your shit.
Say my piece and just like leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Editing this will be fun.
Yay!
And by fun I mean I'm gonna be cringing.
I was like, you're gonna be forced into like a self-awareness place. Good, you're welcome. Double that.
Yeah. It's funny because I did this to myself.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I have an idea.
I want to put that on the record. This was so not my idea. I did not force
I have
Maria.
an idea.
I literally was just like, oh, when she said she wanted to do it, in the back of my mind, I was like, wait, who are we talking to right now? What's happening?
It was because
all on her.
Well, it was because, again, I haven't seen Ashley in like forever, and like this is the first birthday in like a while since we've known each other to not like at least be together, even if it's not on my birthday, but like the week of or something. So like, all right, if I can get her to do this, that'd be great.
And
like,
now you guys can just play video games at 3 a.m. and just turn your cameras on and just
That's
not interact.
3 a.m, she's asleep.
God.
We're older now. We're not in our early 20s. I don't even stay up till 3 a.m. anymore. It was 1. Look, 1. The judgment.
I stayed up till 11:30 the other night.
I know. I was like, that's way too late for you. You have to go to sleep now. Yeah, you're awake like till 1. You told me.
Mhm.
I was like, you have to sleep then. You have to sleep at 8 p.m. then. Like.
Yeah.
That's what I would do too. Dan was making fun of me because I was falling asleep during like a video thing that we were involved in. It was like 8:30, and he was like, "Just go to bed." I was like,
8:30.
That's fine. I like going to bed early is the greatest gift. If I can get in bed before 10 o'clock, I'm the happiest person on the face of the earth.
Can't relate. That's when my brain wakes up.
Which is I'll never understand that. Boy.
Different schedules.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, we did it. You
did
it, and you survived.
Yeah.
The whole episode.
This whole episode.
I wish someone could get a recording of you having to live through this experience again while you're editing it, but I guess we can only ask for so much.
That's confidential. Hard pass on that.
Well, thank everybody who joined us for whatever the hell this ended up turning into today. But we want to wish our awesome Maria a happy birthday. And thank you, Ashley, for coming on and tormenting her with me by your own free will. Yeah, it was awesome to meet you.
Didn't force her.
I hope that this all gets, like, with COVID and everything gets better so that you can have some, like, sense of being able to do what you need to do without having to feel like you have to, like, just...
Oh, the anxiety attack.
Yeah, like, that'll suck. I'm, like, so sorry. But yeah, if this does nothing else for you, make you realize the importance of like how, like Maria and I, like she said, we've talked about in a lot of previous episodes, like the perspective of how it's not about you.
It's not.
Everything that's going on in the world in all different areas, especially across our country. Like I hope that you can walk away with this. It's about Maria's birthday, but it's also not.
No, it's never. This is a whole thing. This is another episode. It's never about me. It's almost
that goes into our off camera conversations.
That's an offline thing that I take with you, the both of you. So.
But thank you for checking in, everybody, and we will see you on the next episode.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the both of you.
Thanks, dude.